My boyfriend's girl best friend bullied
Why
me,
you
so
bullying me?
I screamed at her.
Say that 5 times fast.
So this is all answering the question, how do you deal with bad friends? And don't be a bad friend. Join us live here on YouTube every weekday at 3 p.m.
Be good.
Yeah, be good. It'll
Do
be
it.
fun. This first story comes from Mindless Page 643. And they say, my boyfriend, Nick, male 25, has a girl best friend, Julie, female 24. Everything has been great between me and Nick. I don't even care that he has a girl best friend. Don't even care. I hate it. I just don't care. A week ago, I also feel that I don't even care that he has a girl best friend is like an ICU.
Yep. Oh, that is a big ICU.
A week ago, me and Nick went on a vacation with our friend group, and that includes Julie. The first night, we were all walking from our hotel to a restaurant. When we got to our table, Nick sat down, and when I went to sit with him, Julie pushed me out of the way to sit next to him.
Excuse me?
Literally pushed me. I laughed it off and sat on his other side, but I'm sure I was giving her some nasty glances. All dinner, she talked Nick's ear off. She has never been like that. So she's trying to move in. Trying to move in on your mans.
Like physically.
Physically.
Just forcing it to
Literally
happen.
moving in.
Yep.
Moving into your space, pushing you out, moving in. The next morning, we were going to go to the pool. So I was getting ready in me and Nick's room. I go in the bathroom to do my hair. I have 3C hair, so it takes me a while. We've talked about hair.
That is a curl type. That means very curly hair.
Is that the most curly?
4C is the most curly.
The most
Like
curly.
a 1 ABC, 2 ABC, 3
What are
ABC,
you?
4 ABC. Like 1A.
1A.
1D maybe at
Rookie
best.
numbers.
You're also 1A.
Dang.
So suck it.
I have 3C hair, so it takes me a while. After a bit, I heard talking in the room, so I went to check in on what it was. And Julie and Nick were having a conversation. Nick sitting on the bed and Julie in her bikini and a cover-up standing near the TV. This is a classic Jim and, what's the girl that moved in on Jim?
Oh, yeah, that chick.
That chick. The not Pam situation.
In the hotel.
In the hotel. Yeah. Same
And
kind
then
of
there
situation.
was bed bugs.
Bed bugs. Yeah.
Boy.
I came out and sat next to Nick on the bed, and they continued their conversation. When they were done talking, Julie acknowledged me and said, "You look different." Assuming it was a compliment, I said thank you, to which she responded, "It's not a compliment. I can see your food, baby," and poked my stomach.
Yo, you know what you just did? Actually poke? The bear.
The bear.
Dude.
You know what happens?
Bam!
Claws come out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Bam!
You say, oh, I see your black eye.
Yeah.
Bam!
Yeah.
That's my girlfriend. Bam!
Yeah. Wait, what? Hold on.
No. OP does that, not the guy, not the guy.
OP does that.
Yeah.
Not the guy.
Oh,
You
yeah,
said,
sorry.
that's my girlfriend.
Yeah.
That just was two very different scenarios.
You know what? Man needs to stand up.
Oh, God.
No, I'm kidding.
Equality.
Do not hit women. Yeah, I definitely messed up with that. But I grew up in the modeling world. I am still a model to this day. But growing up in such a toxic environment, I had an eating disorder.
Oh,
I was
God.
anorexic, and it still affects me to this day. I awkwardly smiled and went back to the bathroom to finish my hair. I cried in the bathroom, and I guess after Julie went downstairs to get a drink, Nick came in the bathroom and asked why I was crying. Because she was being a a-hole.
Bro. Are you... And
How is he not like...
He should know her history, too.
Yeah, and how is he not defending his girlfriend?
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Like, you don't have to throw hands, but throw some words.
Throw some words.
Throw some words.
Throw them down.
Yeah. Sam's golden rules: don't hit women.
There's something I can get behind there.
Yeah, yeah. Don't hit women unless they have a knife or a weapon.
Of course, he has to find a caveat.
Loophole. Hey, hold this.
Yeah,
real quick.
wait. Can you cut these
Okay.
carrots?
Oh my God.
All right. Anyway, later, I told him that it was nothing, but I wouldn't be going in the pool with the group, and that he should just go without me. He protested at first, but eventually went. Also, I feel like OP at this point should say what the reason is.
Yeah.
It's not nothing.
in fairness, I could see it being a little bit confusing for the boyfriend, where the boy's like, no, I want to stay with you. And she's like, no, go to the pool. Like, go have fun. And that's kind of like a, you know?
I feel like she's like, oh my God, it's nothing.
Yeah.
It's nothing.
Yeah.
But there's obviously something.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
do that.
That's what I'm sensing as
Did you
well.
say I do that?
Yeah.
It's nothing. I swear.
Yeah. I was upset the other day and I was like, it's nothing. I just got homesick and I'm okay.
Oh.
But it's just like, I don't like confrontation in any way, shape, or form. So even confronting myself, uncomfortable.
Oh, snap. You tell yourself you're feeling bad. You're like, I'm
Kisses in
fine.
the chat for Riley.
Yeah, kisses in the chat.
Kisses in the chat.
Kiss emojis. Get creative.
Wait, time out.
JK.
Later that day, we were going to get some dinner and then go to a club. I wore a sort of tight black dress, no cleavage out. It was about 6 inches above my knee, so not extremely revealing outfit. Me and Nick ran a little late to dinner, so we got there when everyone else is already down. We walked to 2 empty seats, and Julie blurts out, probably loud enough for the whole island to hear, "Wow, Nikki, I didn't know you were okay with your girlfriend being such a sloot." This time, I said something and asked her what she meant, and she said, "I just don't see why you always have to flaunt your body. Like, no one cares that you got a BBL, so you could be a better prostitute, like mother, like daughter, I guess."
What is she on?
It's go time. Go time. It's on site. It's go time.
What are you doing, John? What are you doing?
Bro, what am I doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Yeah, someone says that to your beautiful
Someone
girlfriend.
says
What do
that
you do?
to your beautiful girl.
Dude, with your bleach blonde, bad built butch body, get the F out of my face. Get out of my face with that.
Damn, I was quick with that.
No, it's not. Someone already said that.
Oh, okay.
They said that in Congress.
But really?
He's bleach blonde, bad built butch body.
A what now?
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Fire.
Congress
You need
is
to see the
wild
clip.
now. But wait, so you would just say get out of my face?
No, I would be like, dude, I'm like
What do you
literally
say?
like not thinking of anything in the moment.
What would you say?
F you, get out. You're disgusting. Yeah, this is terrible. I'm doing a terrible job.
Dude, you know what I would
feel like
do?
I feel like I might throw. There might be a salute thrown back if I'm being honest.
I would
Or like
fart in her direction and waft it to her nose.
Dude.
That's what I think about you. Unless she's
Bro.
into that, then I would take it back.
Yeah, be careful, Sam.
Yeah, well, these girls you've been talking to, who
Dude.
knows?
Oh,
The
yeah.
crazies find me. I don't know why all of these people are like,
Yeah, man, you're gravitating some interesting
I
women.
swear. I swear I'm not doing anything crazy.
You're entertaining it low key.
Well, yeah. I'm not going to not entertain it. Anyway, she tried to play it off as a joke. My mother was Venezuelan immigrant and single mom supporting me and my older brother to support us. Yes, she did. She did do spicy sleep work and put me into modeling, my brother into acting. She is not ashamed and neither am I. I have never had any plastic surgery or have been paid for any spicy sleep acts. Nick immediately started yelling at her, W boyfriend, as did 2 of our female friends. She apologized and her boyfriend. Caleb said that she must have just been drunk.
Nope,
I
don't
said
care.
it was fine and that we should just enjoy our night. Julie and Caleb didn't end up going to the club with us because she was too drunk by the end of the dinner, and the night was great. The next morning, we were going to breakfast together. Me and Nick were the last ones to get there again, so everyone was already seated except Julie and another girl I'm not close to in our group. I didn't think much of it and went to the bathroom. In there, I heard them talking crap about me, about my weight, I'm 98 pounds and 5 feet, my personality, and downright calling me ugly. I flipped out of them and told Julie just to fight me already and stormed back to my room. All of my friends are mad at me except Nick. I don't know. I feel like she deserved it. Am I the a-hole? There is a thick, juicy update.
Dude.
But, yeah, I don't know why the boyfriend is friends with her.
I don't know why.
I think this is the girl best friend, too.
And she has a boyfriend?
Uh,
Who's this Caleb guy?
Actually, yeah, her boyfriend said she was drunk or something. Yeah.
Caleb said she was, she must have been, she apologized, and her boyfriend, Caleb, said she must have been drunk.
Dude.
Ooh.
Also,
She has a boyfriend.
In what planet is it possible for them to be mad at OP for being the a-hole?
Well,
What?
I mean,
They're
I
saying that
I
OP's
think it
a-hole.
doesn't make sense, but they're saying OP's asking the a-hole because she heard them talking crap about her in the bathroom, and then she went off of them. You know. But it's like you
Lose
just,
them
I
all.
feel like at that point you deserve it.
So deserve
Yeah.
it. When you say something like what she said to OP, all bets are off.
Yeah, it's Brittany Beach says, "How dare you call me out for being toxic?" Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, Sophia Callan says 99 pounds and 5'0". She's got a healthy BMI. Exactly.
It's oh,
Gross.
straight to the chopping block.
But shall we read this next update?
Let's
Update, dog.
do it.
There's an update. So, first and foremost, thank you all for the feedback. I'm going to answer some questions and then give you all an update about what happened today. 1, why didn't you beat her up? I am in law school with aspirations to become a judge/politician. I don't need an assault charge on my record. Keep reading.
W.
2, why didn't Nick defend you from the start? Like I said, Julia has never been like this. I don't think he was prepared that he would ever have to make this choice. 3, she must want him. If you said this, you were right. Keep reading.
Ooh.
4, she must have lied to your friends. Correct. You guys guessed this one too. So
Dude,
now
what
for the
teasers.
updates. I took everyone's comments to heart and tried to read them all. Me and Nick did not spend any time with the group today and really just had a day to ourselves. I brought up many of your points and he told me he would lose her for me. Apparently last night when Nick walked Caleb and Julie back to their bathroom, Julie confessed her love for Nick in front of Caleb.
I knew it.
This, you are lock her up. Clinically insane.
In front of Caleb.
Clinically insane, bro.
The guys awkwardly laughed it off, and that was it.
Awkwardly laughed it off?
Nick is totally open to losing their friendship because he plans on marrying me. We had a long talk, but here's the drama. Tonight we heard a knock on our door, and I went to open it, and none other than Julie was there. Her words was slurred, and she was cursing me out, saying more about my mother and getting in my face. I don't know what came over me. I think you all fired me up because I've always been a quiet person and I hate confrontation. But I started yelling for her to grow the F up. She began talking about my dad. He left when I was 3, and I lost my effing mind. I slapped her, and Nick said he heard it and thought it was a sound effect. It was really loud. She fell to the ground, dramatic, and began to have a temper tantrum. I slammed the door, and she called the police on me, but I wasn't arrested. Apparently, she told the group that I threatened to fight her because she said that I looked ugly, and her little minion vouched for her. After she told the group that, Nick went looking for me, and Julie followed him, trying to convince him I was cheating on him. Luckily, he knew I would never do that. That's it for now, guys. I'll let you know if anything else happens or if you guys have any more questions. And this is all to answer, how do you deal with bad friends? In this case, you completely cut this person out of your life.
Run.
Yeah. And if you want to be a good friend, we're live right now, so tap our profile. But yeah, dude, terrible friend. You need to run away.
Sometimes you get what's coming to you.
Sometimes you get what's coming to you.
And that is a getting
slap around the
mollywopped.
world is maybe what is needed.
Yeah, the
But also
slap
you're
around
like
the world.
you're getting like in her face and stuff.
Dude.
Like you're
Drunk.
yeah, you're drunk. You don't know what's gonna happen.
All the stuff that she said, talking about her dad who left when she was 3, talking about her weight when she has like eating disorder,
Yeah.
talking about her mom who had to do spicy sleep work to like provide.
Like there was no place low enough that she would go. She went to the lowest place she could.
Yes, and she'll just keep going.
Yeah.
How low can you go?
How low can you go? She's limboing
Evil
under
limbo.
every freaking bar.
Satan's
The bar
limbo
was
over here.
so low. But yeah, I mean,
Oh.
the only person that I'm like I feel like should have done more was Nick. I feel like Nick didn't do enough.
Yeah, because like even in the beginning parts, like there wasn't really.
Yeah. OP is kind of like vouching for him, saying like this is out of character for her, so he didn't even know how to respond. But I don't know. I feel like he could have done more.
I do have a question for you, Sam. I know that one of your friends was someone confessed their love to them. How did that person react to that? Were you there whenever that happened? Yeah. I'm curious.
Which, yeah, also there was
another instance that happened.
What?
Yeah. Well, she was at the party the other day.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
wasn't an
but-
incident.
Oh, I thought there was an incident.
No.
I mean, with that, it was just like, I mean, we all live together, and so it was just weird to have that confession be there because we all live together. This girl confessed that she loved my roommate, or wanted to date him multiple times, and he had to turn her down multiple times, and it made the whole dynamic of living together kind of weird. But like, at least she did it, and she didn't do it like this. She did it in a fairly nice way.
Yeah.
It's just weird if you're
Wait,
roommates.
but how did your roommate respond to that?
First time he's like, "Hey, I don't think it's like a good idea." Second time he's like, "Hey, I thought we already talked about this." Third time he basically just didn't respond and kind of like ghosted.
Oh, so this is all over text, not in person?
First two were in person. I think third one was over text. You know, I like in grand scheme of things, like relatively harmless. Like nothing even
like
close
this.
to that.
Yeah.
And I think her heart was in the right place. Like I don't think it was like
Yeah.
that bad.
Wasn't that deep.
Wasn't that deep. And my roommate can handle it easily.
I didn't even think about that. I'm not even going to lie.
What?
I didn't even mean to do that.
Do what?
Make the joke.
What was the joke?
It wasn't that deep.
Wasn't that deep?
I thought that's what you were like.
Oh no,
There we
Riley
go.
thought
I
it was
just
something
exposed
different.
myself
Yeah, yeah.
when I
But-
would have
but-
gotten away
but
with
that,
it.
I was
but-
laughing
Born
at
for you
him.
meddling kids.
yeah.
Anywho,
That's where that story ends.
Yeah, John.
well, we got more. Made my husband and I uncomfortable, so we cut her off.
Well, it sounds like a bad friend. Why is she making your husband uncomfortable? Is she making unwanted advances?
Whoa.
Do not advance past go.
Cut
Do
it
not
out.
collect 200.
And this is to answer how you deal with bad friends. And don't be a bad friend, because you should join us live 3 p.m. every weekday on YouTube. Guys,
Yeah.
do it.
Do it.
Come on. So this comes from Pash24, who says, I, 27 female, have been best friends with Kathy, 27 female, for over 20 years.
Oh, that's a while.
Dude, that's a you and
Yeah.
Christian type
Yeah,
situation.
Christian and I have actually been friends for 20 years.
Wow.
That's true.
2 decades deep.
2 decades deep. 5 deep.
Our parents were best friends, so naturally we were too. Since about 2 years old. Me and Kathy continued hanging out constantly since we were kids. We would have time where we would not talk, but could always get together and talk like nothing changed. Fast forward to 2023, me and my now husband, Michael, 29 male, have been together for nearly 10 years. What is with these extremely long relationships and friendships at such young ages?
10 years.
10 years. So,
Wow.
yeah, since OP was like 17, my goodness. And have a perfect baby boy together, Oliver, 1 male. Kathy and Michael got along pretty well the few times we hung out, but every time we hung out, Kathy would constantly try to get close to Michael, i.e., she commented saying, "You're so lucky. You guys are so cute together."
She wants him.
He wants
Wants
him.
him.
She wants to be 20 years deep with him. And also trying to give him long hugs every time she left, leaning on him, etc. Granted, my husband is autistic and he doesn't like to be touched, and she knows this, and I have asked her to respect that.
Oh.
So fast forward to my son's first birthday party. We invited all of my closest family and friends, including Kathy and her brothers. Kathy shows up to the party in a see-through low-cut top and see-through pants that showed her underwear. You know, when you go to a 1-year-old's birthday party, you got to show up and show out.
You do.
You got to sound off.
I mean, I feel it's a celebration of your body too.
Yeah.
You know, every time you go out, it's a celebration of your body.
Wow, man, truer words have never been spoken.
That's why I wear booty shorts to every baptism I go to.
Exactly right. These cheeks are for Jesus. Amen, Lord. So
Shake that ass for Jesus.
Oh,
Shake
yeah.
that ass for me.
yeah, there we go.
Gosh.
Love that. I don't normally shame anyone about what they wear, but it was inappropriate for a 1-year-old's birthday party. First thing,
Grow up.
right?
Grow up, kid.
Yeah, it's like I knew she was dressing young for the clubs, but for the 1-year-old club, I don't know.
Yeah.
The first thing she does is go to Michael and hug him. He politely gives her that awkward side hug and walks away. She also asked Michael to walk with her to the bathroom. Like, what? He says no, and she walks on her own. We continue on going with the party with no other occurrences. After the party is over, everyone goes home, and Kathy comes over to help us bring in all the gifts and set up the toys we received at Oliver's party.
What kind of toys are we talking?
You said it, but I thought it.
Sam's favorite vibrator.
Okay.
What did I say last stream?
You
were
said like
like-
a collection.
Oh yeah,
of
what's the
vibrators.
equivalent of lending a book? And it's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
vibrator.
that's right. When we got home, me, Michael, and Kathy all sit down and set up all the toys. Kathy started playing dumb, acting like she couldn't put the toys together, and insisted Michael come show her how, saying things like, "Michael, can you do this? I don't know how," despite me sitting right next to her, and it was literally a puzzle piece, Matt, lol, and Michael is across the room. Michael politely told her that I could help her. She made the puppy dog face and laughed it off, but you know men are embarrassingly unaware sometimes.
True.
That is true.
This is true.
Sound off, my unaware kings. But you know, men are embarrassing unaware sometimes, and he just didn't realize. I was annoyed, but this was my best friend, and I just decided to let it go because I trusted my husband and am mostly secure with myself. After we put together all the toys, we decided to order in. Why is Kathy still here? The party is over. Everyone's left.
Dude.
Oh, I guess it is your friend.
Yeah, it's your friend. You're
So-
staying late. You know? Yeah, she is.
Real late.
Katie Patrice says Kathy is reeking pick-me girl vibes.
Yeah.
I think exactly what's happening.
Dude, this is crazy. We decided to order in. Kathy was a vegan, so we ordered in from an Indian restaurant that could easily accommodate her restrictions. Dude, she's changing the places that she's ordering from. Yo,
Dude.
this is too much. Too much. We all sat on my bed together and waited for the food to arrive. Oliver was running around, and when Kathy commented on how cute he was, she made a particularly weird comment saying Michael and me make pretty babies and that she wants to have one with us too. Having intense eye contact with Michael.
I feel like she's given the impregnate me eyes.
Dude.
The BJ eyes?
Honestly,
Are there eyes for that?
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah. That's a
dude.
thing. Come on, dude. How do you not
come
know
on.
that?
Come on, bro. What are we talking about?
What do they look like?
This
I'm
is
not gonna give them to you. Golly,
golly.
that's freaky, bro.
Ooh! The
Gotta run a
eyes of
podcast.
when one stares when your soul is being sucked out of you.
Oh, well, but I thought it was like a pre.
Oh yeah,
blow.
there is a pre and a thereof.
Well, I know
I guess
there's
so,
I
I
know
guess so,
there's
yeah.
one that like thereof. Like
True. Yeah. Do it, Riley. You can't go. Cam on. Zoom in. Zoom in. Zoom in.
Look like a lost deer.
Things got really awkward. I can relate. Until she laughed it off and said, "Just kidding." Oh my god. We just moved on. Unless we just moved on, and our food got there, and we all started eating. Michael had a spicy pepper on his dish, and he ate it and immediately turned red and started sweating. Me and Kathy were laughing, and Michael spit out the pepper, haktua,
dude, quitter.
right? And told me to try it. I don't mind trying something my husband already partially ate since we've been together 10 years. I don't find it gross at this point. But much to my surprise, Kathy immediately grabbed it and ate the whole thing.
With eye contact?
Dude, I think she was giving the eyes. I think she gave
She was
the
giving the
on
eyes.
that one, dude. You give the eyes.
Wait, what was the food?
A pepper,
A pepper,
like a
which is
jalapeno.
also, dude, like
Phallic as F.
phallic and pain.
Yeah, dude. It's just like it's like
Oh my god. God.
Dude, that's an iPhone 14 XL.
Oh. And I got that. It's iPhone Pro. Oh my god, dude. My man handles that girth.
Oh my
This is what happens when you have an all-boys stream for like too many hours straight. Like this is what happened.
Take a break.
First all boys, and then the chat with all boys,
dude.
with no Sophia getting in between us.
That was how big that phone is.
Oh my god, dude.
Deep throated that thing.
Fat phone, bro. My man said Hawk Tua and he meant it.
How the heck did we just gain 30 people? What the heck?
Dude, wait.
How many people are here right now?
300.
Oh wow, that's a big
Dude,
that's a
guys.
big member stream.
You guys are going off right now. They're probably, the Discord's probably like, guys, you won't believe what's happening right now. Join a membership. Oh, God. Dude, join the membership. Oh, God.
This is what the members
This is Sam will deep throat his phone.
Wait, can you
Dude,
put the
low-key,
candy in?
I can, like my banana deep throating skills are crazy.
Dude,
Oh, my God.
In swimming, we used to have.
stop. Just stop, bro. Don't you dare say locker room next. And banana.
I'll leave that up to the imagination.
So, here we, and also this story does not help in the slightest. This is like the worst story for this right now. She started sweating and taking off her jacket and commented on how hot she was while looking straight at Michael.
Wait, but wasn't she wearing like nothing already?
Maybe she had a jacket now. I don't know.
Now it's off.
I don't know.
Dude.
Who knows? It was weird, but again, we just moved on. At the end of the night, she asked to stay the night because she was couch surfing / sleeping in her car at the time. Oh, girl, your life is a mess. Trying to steal your best friend's man's couch surfing. I don't know what's going on. Maybe she's just lying to say that. She was still my best friend, and I didn't want her with nowhere to go, so I agreed. God damn it. Guys, before we all went to bed, she made the joke.
Wait, really quick.
Yes,
the girl who is taking off all her clothes
Yes.
and seductively eating a pepper with the Bloge eyes is
Yep.
being invited into their home because she has no car or she has no home to stay in, only
Allegedly.
a car.
Allegedly.
I feel like it's inviting the lion into your den,
That's exactly what it's
and
doing.
it's going to eat that sausage that
and,
you're lying
and
around.
you're sleeping in a bed of meat.
You're sleeping in a bed of meat.
Before we all went to the bed, she made the joke about laying in the middle of me and Michael and we could all cuddle. That made both of us uncomfortable and she played it off as a joke. We all went to bed and she left early in the morning for work. So after the whole encounter, I decided to text her about my issues that night. I texted her letting her know that she was being very inappropriate and that that made me and Michael uncomfortable, and that her outfit she wore to my son's birthday was inappropriate as well. She immediately got offensive and replied, "It was hot that day. Please stop projecting your insecurities onto me." And Michael did not seem uncomfortable.
Dude, she's leaning in. She's leaning in. My goodness.
At this point, I was pissed off, and I told her that the way she was acting with my husband is weird. I know some other people that are acting weird today. We got into a pretty big fight, and I told her that I did not want to continue talking to her. And it's been about a year since this occurrence, and I have blocked her now on everything and haven't talked since. My family said I was being dramatic, but my friends agreed with my decision because she did not respect my boundaries. So am I the a-hole?
Yeah, I mean, she was being super whack. She was being super whack, really moving on in on the husband. I feel like it was extremely intentional. Wait, what did she do when they were all in the house again?
She deep throated the
that one.
pepper.
But no, but when they were all in like when she was in the apartment.
That was in the apartment.
Was
Like,
it? Wait,
after the,
but when she was staying there, did she did something else?
She suggested doing crazy stuff.
well,
what
she
did
she suggested like, oh, I can lay in the middle of you guys
Oh, right.
as you go to sleep.
Yeah, that's
Played
crazy.
that off as a joke, and then
That's
Oh,
crazy. So she's really trying to like work in a three-way.
and she said you guys would make pretty babies. I want to
Right.
make
I remember that
too.
one.
That was
I think the craziest one is let me sleep in between you.
Dude, let me make babies with you is
I think that's
Crazier
like
to
less
me.
creepy because it's like almost more of a joke. But let me sleep in between you is not like. I feel like that feels less. Like a
Yeah,
joke.
well, I think it's like there's times where something like is a joke, and then there's times where things are like clearly she's like trying to like get away with it, and this is just like obviously trying to get away, like as Katie Patrice says, a joke.
Yeah.
A joke.
Yeah, I feel like she's trying to slip in a little menage,
Mm-hmm.
and she's not getting the massage.
Not at all.
By massage, I mean message.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like this is probably someone you cut out because she's like cross your boundaries continuously. Go no contact.
I think so. And
I think go no contact.
And to also answer the question of how do you deal with bad friends, I believe if a friend goes this far to like
They're not your friend.
constantly go through your boundaries and like, I mean, she did all this initially, which already would be enough. But then when she like messaged her about it and was like, hey, here's the things that make me uncomfortable and here's why, laid it out communicated it pretty well. She was like being completely defensive, being like, no, you're just not being jealous, but being insecure, blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay.
Yeah, get out of
So,
here.
no contact. Also, we're live right now. So tap our profile like the way that this chick wants to tap Opie's husband.
Yep.
Gotcha.
My friends named their daughter after my daughter. I'm considering ending our friendship. That's kind of weird.
Stop biting my flow, bro.
Also, we're live every weekday at 3 p.m. PST. Join our live
Do
in
it.
YouTube right now.
Mm-hmm.
So this is all answering the question, how do you deal with bad friends? This first story comes from Haunting Wing 8451, and they say, I, 35 female, am longtime friends with a married couple, 40 male and 42 female. I've been distant since the pandemic when their daughter was born, and they just confronted me about it an hour ago. I started distancing when the husband started judging me for not making my marriage work. There were extreme reasons I left that I never really broadcast for my children's sake. Some were very public, which I addressed, but the rest I kept quiet. But the most recent issue is that I lost a child when I was 18. She was born alive but survived only a few hours. I chose a name for her that I confided in them that was very special, a play on familial names, but appropriate for a very unexpected and traumatic loss. They used this name for their daughter.
Ooh, better than their dog.
Better than their dog. I would have had no issue with this, but I found out in the Facebook announcement, which brought back some very painful and traumatic memories. I didn't say anything. I don't own the name, but I felt very disrespected that they chose not to even give me a heads up, especially as many in our friend circle know where they got it, and I was put on the spot as far as my reaction. Well, I distanced myself from them. And about an hour ago, I got a message from him that was very angrily worded. Apparently, he had been talking to a mutual friend about me and how I've shown no interest in their daughter. And he mentioned that them using the name without a heads up was very painful for me. And it had put me on the spot because a lot of people had been asking for my reaction. He called me selfish and an a-hole for trying to sully their joy with my pain and making everything about me, and that I should just get over it. She passed away years ago, as in OP's daughter.
Bruh.
In my opinion, losing a child is something you never truly get over. And I was never rude. I never spoke badly of them or to them. I won't talk about it with anyone. I've just chosen to protect myself and remain distant. I wanted them to enjoy their daughter. They struggled with infertility for years, and I am happy for them. It's just painful for me, and I felt very disrespected with how they handled it. So, am I the a-hole? Was I wrong to distance myself in a 20-year friendship over this, or is my reaction reasonable? And some info, they use both the first and middle name down to the spelling. The only difference is the last name. The name was made up, a mix of my mom and grandpa's names, and the middle name was my nickname from them as a child. My mom passed when I was a child, and my grandpa, who raised me after my mom passed 3 months before my daughter did.
Aww.
And there are relevant comments from OP and an update from OP. But what do we think? Is OP the a-hole basically for distancing themselves from their friends for using the name of their dead child without asking, and then also the friend basically saying, "Get over it."
Yeah, that that was like insanely crazy. That they said that to their friend. Like that's not your friend.
Not your friend.
Low key. This is a different one. This is we've never seen a scenario like this.
I don't think we've seen a scenario like this.
And I also think that it's just like weird. It's especially weird for given the context and how it was like a mashup of two different names. They did the first name and the middle name.
Like, why would you? It's so thoughtful on OP's part and so thoughtless on the friend's part. It's like, why would you choose such a specific name?
Yeah, and I'm kind of like, is there really no like? They picked the first name and the middle name. You're telling me there's literally no other name on planet Earth in the history of names that you can pick that you think would be like more meaningful to you?
Yeah.
It's like a mashup of.
And like, I think that first thing is already kind of pretty weird. It's not like, I don't think it's necessarily like super bad. It's just like a weird choice.
It could be fine because like a normal scenario I could see happening is like, let's say, like me and my girlfriend have done this. Like, someone's name in a TV show where we meet is like,
cool,
whatever. And I'm like, oh, that's like a cool name.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, kind of save that in the baby bank.
But like, I don't know why they wouldn't just say something. But I'm actually like, in terms of where my a-hole verdict comes from, when I'm saying this couple is the a-hole, really, I think it comes from when they said, get over it. That feels like an order of magnitude more a-hole-ish than just taking the name, which is already pretty weird.
I think because of the specific here's what I think. If it was just like even if it was just like a name like Jane, that's not like a combination or like kind of like this like special new cooked up name, it could be potentially okay, but this was so specific and they knew. I think that they had to have some semblance of an understanding of what that name meant to OP.
Yeah.
And also the other thing too is like, what were the actual consequences? People kept going to OP and asking about it. So OP has to relive this over and over with all the friends that are asking her about the baby name. And that's something that OP has to deal with, which is completely unfair.
Yeah,
even
exactly.
if that's not
especially when it brings up trauma.
Exactly. Like even if that wasn't their intention, OP still has to deal with all these people like, oh, I heard like they named the baby after your deceased daughter.
Yeah. What do you think about that? Yeah, it's just like, it's pretty bizarre. All right, I'm gonna go straight into the update. So the commenter says you should just get over it. She passed years ago. This person is not your friend. Time to distance yourself permanently, not the a-hole. OP says, I haven't responded to his email. I'm waiting until I'm calmer, but I can't say I plan to be kind. There will definitely be a clear boundary that they are never to contact me again. I wish them well, but they definitely do not continue to have any place in my life. And then another commenter says, OP, my heart goes out to you for what you've been through. Your reaction and feelings are very reasonable. Definitely do not be kind to that person or allow them close anymore. I would even take a screenshot of that email for reference in case anyone in your friend group tries to say you're overreacting. And OP responds, thank you. I forwarded the email to another friend with a clear statement of my boundaries with them going forward and made absolutely sure they're blocked and everything. I also removed myself from any group chats or Facebook groups. We are all in. No one is very happy with them right now. So this commenter is saying, OP should be honored.
Yep.
This sounds like some dumb, childish crap. Oh, you took my name. Maybe they didn't hit her up because she's emotionally draining, or just have their lives, or it slipped. She hit him up, tripping out. I'd tell them to F off as well. OP responds, I'm not entirely sure you read my post. I went radio silent after their name announcement. He's angry because I won't talk to them or about them. I certainly never hit them up tripping out, as you so eloquently put it. He hit me up tripping out.
Boom!
That kind of sounds like when like a principal is like, I am like, it's like, you're tripping, Principal G, and then the principal's like, I am not tripping, Edward. You know, like it sounds like that. That's the
Shout out
vibe I was
Principal
getting.
Edward.
Principal Edward. I distance myself because even I didn't realize how upsetting just hearing her name would be. Hearing it and being expected to associate with another child, then having to deal with it while people are blowing up my phone, coming to my house, coming to my job, asking me about it. It was a lot on my mental health. After that, it just wasn't worth the drama to bring up or be around them. How in God's name is their conduct an honor for a child they never met, never mourned, and never cared about? I think the main part for me is they don't have to get your blessing to use the name. OP responds, this is another commenter saying, I think the main part for me is they don't have to get your blessing to use the name. OP responds, they didn't need my blessing. My issue is that I wasn't allowed to process hearing my daughter's full name again for the first time since her funeral privately. I had to do it with my phone blowing up to talk about it and people at work asking me about it. Consideration would have been a text or phone call a day or two ahead of time, letting me know they were using the name and letting me process, instead of being shown the post by a coworker. It's not a common name. It was one I made up, combining my mom and grandpa's name, and the middle name was my nickname from them as a child. Both had passed a few months before my daughter. OP was voted not the a-hole even before the update, but there is another update, and it's quick and it's short.
Yeah, I was just going to quickly say that, like, OP wasn't even saying, like, oh, they couldn't use the name. It's like, hey, if you could have just given me a heads up so I could process. And she was still, like basically inferring that she was okay with people hitting her up and kind of bringing up and trudging up the memory, as long as she had some sort of time to process and be prepared to be bombarded with all that.
She just needs time to process. That's literally all she's asking for. But the update, so everyone's over at the house, and I mean everyone. Both my friend groups came over. The friend D I sent a screenshot to last night of the email called everyone, and they're furious. Her husband M called the former friend A and let him know that everyone is cutting ties with him and that he is to leave me alone. Everyone was under the consensus that while the way they handled the name was an issue, it wasn't a deal breaker since I chose to just remove myself and let it go. However, since he chose to attack me unprovoked simply for keeping a healthy distance, that's unforgivable. This is entirely their own reaction. I did not demand they cut ties with him. However, keep in mind that these are people closest to me. So when I called D last night, I was simply reaching out for support and to calm down because my knee-jerk reaction was to say, if you want to go low, I'll go lower, which is very out of character for me. I made it very clear that I was not continuing any contact with A and his wife, but I was not going to dictate their friendships and love them whether they stay friends with them or not. And that's all to answer. How do you deal with bad friends? Also, we're live right now, so you should check out our lives because they're pretty fun. Go click our profile. But that's where that story ends.
Again, like, I think OP was more than reasonable. Honestly, I feel like it would have also been a reasonable request to be like, hey, can you not use the name? Because just like realistically, it's a combined grandpa name, mom
it's
name,
so
combined.
Specific.
It's so
weird.
like different and specific as the first name and the middle name. You are telling me there is not one name in the world that could,
just be more creative. Also, you're giving your child a name that someone else made bespoke for their kid.
Dead relatives and child.
It's giving Fast and Furious 10.
Who would want to be named after that?
Make a new series, guys.
Yeah, come on.
I think a-hole for those guys.
A-hole.
I think OP handled it super well.
But
Super well.
if you love us, make sure to subscribe.
We love you.
And see you tomorrow.